Hello, this video is for Smalley Stat 2305 students, primarily the fully online students. However, the face-to-face students who perhaps missed the first day or need a refresher can also use this, but this will help, I think, primarily the online students who didn't see me talk about this in person. So here we go. So I've already jumped into Blackboard, and let's just kind of take a look around here and show you where everything is. And I'll go through the syllabus real quick, but I figure that's, you can, that's the name, let's see. Okay, the title of that syllabus said Spring 2022, but this is the correct syllabus, Fall 2022, so I'll just have to fix that. All right, so let's come down here. My stat lab, MyMathLab, that's going to be an important part of this course because that's how you're going to get your homework grade, and it's possible that one or more of the exams may be put in there. Like we've had the final exam be there the last semester, so yeah, you'll be told for each exam. So your exams could possibly be in Blackboard, or they may be here in MyMathLab. So I'll just tell you if you're not sure. You can ask, but this is important because it's how you get your homework grade, and the textbook is also in there, so there's no book to buy. Now, when you go onto mymathlab.com and go through the sign up process, it's going to ask you for a course ID. This is the same ID, even though that says Monday class course ID. I'm putting the online students with my face-to-face students all in one MyMathLab shell, and that's fine. When it comes time to assign the grades, I'll be able to figure out which class you're in, so that's not critical. And let's see, calculator, like a TI-84 is good. Also, Microsoft Excel is good because I'll be doing stuff with Excel in this class. And we'll also have an Excel assignment to complete, so that's pretty important. I'm not going to read all this. The book, don't worry about that. The book is going to be in the MyMathLab, so it's not a separate purchase. It says you at bookstore, don't worry about it. Yeah, I was telling you my stat lab or whatever, so yeah, when you sign up for the course, that's how you'll get the book. Here's how we get a grade. The homework is 20%. There's 3 exams. The lowest will be dropped, so the other 2 are 20% each. We have Excel, it says assignments plural, but it might only be one assignment, worth 15%, and then the final will be worth 25%. So, and the homework, I'll talk about more of that later. I always, will drop a few of the homeworks at the end, the lowest homeworks, and average the best, however many. But I wouldn't worry about that too much. Anyway, so okay, these are just the stuff we'll be covering from a section standpoint. I'll show you in Blackboard how I have it organized for you. All right, so no extra credit, academic calendar, and there's a bunch of other stuff we're supposed to put in here. All right, so this really quick and to the point here, and that's enough of the syllabus, but please, contact me if you're not sure about something. I don't think I need to drone on about this too long in the video, but I'm happy to answer questions you have. So, all right, so that bugs me. I'm going to change that right now. To fall. All right. There we go. So everything else now is in course content. Let's take a look around there. And like I say, by all means, look around. You've probably obviously looked through this before. I've kind of hidden a few things that I may want to edit. It's not stuff that we need right now anyway. So if you say, wait a minute, this stuff was there before, now it's not, you'd be right. but it's not anything you need right now. It's not important. The Excel assignment won't be until later in the semester. Let's see. So let me kind of show you how sort of things work here a little bit. Now this online meeting is just where I put stuff if I'm going to have a meeting. That's where the link will be. Of course, I would also have the link in the announcement also. So anyway, now, no, wait a minute. Online. Wait, I'm not sure what this is. Honestly. Oh, okay, that's what I was right. That's kind of what it was. But that's also what Zoom meetings is for. Well, I'm probably going to get rid of one of those. But this is important, right? Zoom meeting recordings. This is where my lectures are. Now, I've made a change in here just very recently, as in about less than an hour ago. I now have them by exams. So exam 1, and that helps the students, especially the online that aren't seeing me once a week. So this tells you, and my notes match with this too. You'll see in a minute. So you see, there you go, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get the announcement for the exams some point in time here, but you can treat these as weekly, whether you're face-to-face or online. These meetings are weekly units covered. So that tells you then after the 4th week, we're going to be ready for an exam. Now, let me clarify something that doesn't affect the online, but still I'm going to keep these exam periods the same for both classes. In the face-to-face class, we're going to have Labor Day coming up here in the 3rd week. So what's going to happen is that there'll be nothing official. I mean, obviously, if you're studying online, you can go a little bit ahead of pace, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to mention that we probably won't have the exam until the around the 5th week or so, because the face-to-face students, I don't want to penalize them for because we don't have class that day or whatever. So, and I'll make that announcement, but then you can, if you're in an online class, just pace yourself any way you want, and then once I announce the exam date, you'll know how to, you can move along at whatever pace you need. So each of these, they all have 4. There's 12 Zoom lectures. So each one, so 1 through 4, I won't bother to open these, you can do it. Exam 2, well, whatever. Exam 2 has 5 through 8. And then the exam 3 will be 9 through 12. Excellent, so that takes care of that. And then let me jump back in here to the course content. So like I said, I'm probably going to get rid of one of these things that either says online meeting or Zoom's meetings, because it should be probably the same thing. Yeah, they're both pretty much the same thing, so I'll just leave one of them in there. But the recordings are the main thing. So this will be the exams, and once I know that, I'll open them up whenever, because I still may want to edit them and things like that. So, but you'll go into this folder, the ones that I say are going to be in Blackboard, which I think the first 3 are. It's the final that we may not, I don't know yet. But these were dates for the spring, and of course these, you won't see these now, but okay, let's see. Where was it? Well, close enough. Anyway, so these will obviously open up, and you'll see them whenever. Looks like I had the final exam here, but I don't know if I thought we had it in. MyMathLab last semester, but maybe this is something older. I don't know. Don't worry, that's not your concern. But like I say, you'll see these things come available once the dates are open, and of course I'll announce them in advance, so you'll know when they're going to open and when they're going to close. I usually do about for both classes, it'd probably be like a 4 or 5 day window, somewhere around there, where I'll open it up and you go in and take it in that time window. So it's not, even for the face-to-face classes, it's not at one specific time. It'll be, you'll have a few days coverage there or whatever. And lecture notes. Okay, let's see. So so the notes, now they're not, I don't have them with like the Zoom meeting recordings, but they're the same sections all listed out here. So that's your exam one. So every file you see right here in exam one notes is also covered in those Zoom lectures for that period. So there they all are. So now you know. So there's two ways to easily identify what's going to be on an exam, is by seeing the notes here and then seeing the list of the sections covered in the 4 Zoom recordings. So both of them will produce the same thing. Now this basic terms and definitions is included. Hope I don't know if it's on that first Zoom recording or not. If it's not, maybe I'll do, but it's just a matter of just reading some terms there or whatever. Hope I have it in there. Anyway, let's see. Okay, there we go. So that's all nice and coordinated and laid out for you. And so there's, okay, so we've got, so the notes, we got the recordings. That's kind of one of the issues I've heard from students with other instructors that have these as online sections. Is they kind of, I know the MyMathLab, I think, has their own recordings, but some instructors may not provide enough info. You know, I like to have, you know, my own notes, the way I lecture. Now, if you want to watch videos they produce, you're not going to hurt my feelings by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just, you know, my notes, my lectures, and will kind of, you know, my reviews will be geared toward, you know, my test. So I think it's better a student, if I don't know, that's just my opinion, but producing videos, I think, is a good idea for instructors to do, but it's not my place to tell anyone else what to do. Okay, exam reviews. Here you go. This is a helpful little folder here. All right. I don't know why is that? Oh, there, it's kind of slow there. So I have the actual questions with a key at the end of it, and then I have then the solutions means the answers will be on the regular key if you're at the bottom if you're checking. But what the solution does is where I show some work on some of the problems. That's where you'll see the difference or whatever. So, and so there's, you got that. That'll be there the entire semester. And I think for now, that's really all we need. Obviously, when things update through the semester, you know, when I decide exam dates, and then the, oh, I know one more thing I wanted to show you. Excuse me. I want to get in the MyMathLab, and I'm already in there. Well, I'm not in, excuse me. I'm not in there. I was earlier. Let me go in there and show you that real quick, and we'll be done with this video. All right, so I'm logged into your course now. Might look a little different from your point of view here. I'm editing some of the homeworks, removing and adding problems. I apologize in advance if on the lecture, 'cause one of my things I do in the lecture videos, I'll usually pick a couple problems out of the homework, or maybe some of those I actually eliminated or whatever, so that problem may not be there because I thought it was not a good problem, so I got rid of it. I've already changed them. So you see, I've already opened some of them, and I'll be opening more of them. Now, the big question here is the due date. And here's what I do for both classes is, initially, for all the ones that will, for each exam, well, obviously exam one's the first one, I'll have all these homeworks open pretty soon, but you do have somewhere, you know, you can start now with some of these. Is what I do is the due date will generally be right at the end of the exam period, because obviously it's, people might want to be working homework up until the last day to take the exam. That makes sense. Then what I do is I temporarily close them off. So what I mean by that is that I'll put a due date and I'll stop them and have new ones open by then. I'll probably have them all opened here within a week or so, week or two. I'll open the new ones, and then, I don't know, a couple weeks before the end of the semester, I'll go back and reopen all of them. And the reason for that, I like to do that, is I'd rather you go back and catch up later, which is fine if you're running a little behind. But I want you to be working on the homework that's relevant to wherever we are in the studies, the next exam. So in other words, if we're on exam 2 material, I'd rather you be working on exam 2 homework, to help you prepare better for the exam. And then, like I said, but I'll allow you the opportunity to go back later, so you don't have to feel pressured that, I didn't finish everything I wanted to finish. That's okay. Just keep moving forward, and then you'll have a chance to go back. So that's why you don't have to worry about getting all of it finished, but you obviously want to make good progress, because the last thing you want to do is wait till the very end and be doing a bunch of homework. So that's no good, because that's just going to take up a lot of your time with other classes going on and everything. So, all right, so that's how this is going to work. So the due dates aren't there yet. Don't worry about it. I've already shown you in the Blackboard there that we've got basically now 5 weeks because of it's Labor Day. But so that's kind of when they'll be due. So you don't have to, they're not like, I just put them up there today and I'm closing them tomorrow or something like that. No, I will certainly announce well in advance when I'm going to shut it down. I don't, pull any surprises on you or anything like that. So I want you to be forewarned. So now that just means, okay, there's no rush for the due date, but kind of start working on them. That's always a very, very good idea. So, all right, well, I think we can conclude that video. So, hope we have a great semester here, and just contact me if you need me. So I think that hopefully will get you off to a start here if there were any initial confusions. All right, excellent. Signing off.